Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're gonna work on these car magnets, and of course we're gonna show you the process of how everything works for those that are new into this business. But first, let me talk about something very important. So this customer sent us his information, and of course, typical process, he requested a sample. However, this time I tried something different. For those people that have sent samples and never heard from their customers, because maybe they choose a different company, they steal your artwork, and you feel like your work was worthless. But we came out with this program that can help you avoid that. This program, as you are watching on the screen, creates a file which you can present your artwork to your customer. It can also help you promote your business too. With the button below, you can link your website or your social media. And as you're watching also on the screen, this is the sample, the very same magnet that you are watching here that I sent to the customer, and then he really liked it. It says in Spanish, "Se mira muy bien," which translates to "it looks really good." But in the end of this video, I'm gonna show you how you can use this tool and how it works. So make sure you stay until the end, and of course, give us a like and subscribe. So let's start with the process. All right, so as you know, we're gonna use Oracle 651, two colors, orange and navy blue. And I think we're gonna use the R-Tape, the AT75. And the Magnum Magnetics, we're gonna cut them into 24 by 16. And we're gonna use our favorite vinyl cutter, the graphtec CE 6060. And this is the design, and I use CorelDRAW to make the designs, and we're ready to send them out. And other tools we're gonna use is the cutting mat and a ruler, a box cutter, and the blue ruler to cut the magnets. Remember, guys, that you can get all your equipment through the links below. We're gonna leave them there. We appreciate your support. And while we're waiting for the second color to be ready, we're gonna start weeding out the blue one, and we're gonna test the cutting force, how the settings work, and so far looks good. Because on recent projects we had some issues, but you know, as the blade wears out, we have to be more careful, because if you don't replace the blade, you might have to keep increasing the cut force. But so far it looks not too bad. Or I don't know, what do you guys think?
I think it's good. We have seen worse, honestly.
And this is gonna be a two-color project, as I mentioned, but it has two different registration marks, one for the top section and one for the phone number, which is on the very bottom of the magnet. I can't wait to see how it's gonna look like. I like this combination, navy blue and orange. I think that's a really good combination. All right, we are working on the second color. This one's gonna be a little bit easier, but the guys are telling me that...
I think it's too soon to say.
Yeah, it's too soon, but we might struggle a little bit. We noticed that certain colors, for some reason, I don't know if it's thicker vinyl or something, I don't know. But the orange sometimes gives us problems. So
far so good now. Nice.
I think it's working out pretty good. Good job, guys. That was loud. All right, so now we're gonna apply the transfer, and as I mentioned, we're gonna use the R-Tape Clear Choice AT75. Just be careful with this transfer, because it's a high tack, because sometimes these guys are kind of reckless, and I keep telling them, but
we like challenge and risk.
I'm supervising the project right now, because making sure that they do it right. And see how Saul is using the squeegee. That's how we do it, to avoid leaving too many bubbles. And well, hopefully he doesn't disappoint me. But so far it looks like I trained him well. Yeah, it looks good. And the reason why we use this transfer is because it's a clear transfer. And as I mentioned, we're gonna use registration marks. And I think we're gonna do dry application. I haven't asked these guys, but I think we're gonna do dry application.
Yeah, dry application sounds good.
Yeah, we're gonna do dry application. All right, so here's the plan. First, we're gonna start with the blue one, and then we might do second one, the top, and then finally the bottom one, which is the phone number. So right now we're gonna start with the blue one, and this is how it's gonna look like. Well, not like now, but after we remove the transfer, everything, you're gonna see how beautiful this is gonna look. Right, Nacho? All right, so the guys are gonna show you how to do it. For those that are new into this business, we pretty much just start with one section. On this occasion, we're gonna do the bottom section and use the cutting knife. And the cutting knife we recommend it because scissors sometimes they leave paper residue, and that's not good for decals or stickers. So it is more recommended to use the cutting knife. Now they're gonna do the top section, and so far everything's working smooth. We'll see how these guys do dry application. I don't know. I think we're gonna do dry. So
Yeah, we can do, or actually we can do wet if you want. Like it'll be.
we can do the
easier.
number wet application and do the top section dry. So
Yeah.
we show them both ways.
There you go. I like the sign of that.
Like when we do wet application, we don't need to expose anything. We just get the whole thing off the paper. And now they're gonna add some of the homemade solution, graphtec. See how much they put. It's not gonna affect the adhesive because we had these questions before.
It only deactivates the.
Yeah, but once it
adhesive.
dries, it's back to being sticky. And you see how these guys combine using the registrations. That's how simple we layer colors. However, I think I mentioned this on another video. We do wet application on car magnets because the surface is more, it's better. But when it's yard signs, the yard signs have some kind of ridges, and that prevents the decal to dry faster. So go easy if you're gonna do wet application or any wet solution on yard signs. And now they're gonna do the dry application. For this process, we do have to expose the registrations. I mean, they could have done it wet application too, but yeah, we just want to show you guys so you can appreciate us by giving us a like, subscribing to this channel. And same thing, they're gonna match the registrations, and now we're gonna put a few pieces of tape in the center and do one section, then the other section. All right, so now we're gonna use the cutting knife. Nice and smooth. I know this might be too much for a small sign, but I mean, we got the labor, we have the hands.
Yep.
We're a big family, guys, so don't blame us, okay? We all making money from this, so try to get rid of the top section, and Saul is gonna finalize with a quick squeegee, and that's
easy.
it. Piece of cake. Now
Yep.
we're gonna remove the transfer. And as I mentioned, this is a high tax, so be very careful. See what happened?
Yeah.
Nacho almost messed it up this time.
It's because there's some solution left from the bottom. Probably
Yeah.
it's a little wet.
You gotta be careful if you're using any wet solution, and if you're using a high tax.
Luis likes saying wet solution, but he means wet application because solution is
What's-
wet.
Yeah,
Wet.
I mean, I said if they use any wet solution. I don't think Saul is paying attention, but anyway, so he's gonna remove.
I'm gonna try to remove this one here.
See how quick it dries out. I mean, it should be dry by now because this is a solid design. I mean, it's what we call a negative. So it's a big decal, and usually those decals, they dry out faster. Nice.
Yep.
Now, final step, removing the registrations, and see how Nacho's using just the corner, and he's gonna use his bite up nails, a few nails that he has left.
So this is the program, and it is really easy to use. I'm going to use my cell phone so I can show you how it works. And by the way, if you're any of our members, no matter what membership you have, you will soon be able to use this tool. So first, we're going to upload the front side of the artwork. In this occasion, of course, it's a car magnet. So we're going to upload from our library the front side of the file. And now we're going to upload the back side, which is the gray side or the magnetic side. And below where it says display text, that's where you're going to type in your, you could say your watermark or your advertising. Like, for example, need more services. So if you provide more services besides car magnets, you can add here contact below. and below where it says website URL, you're gonna type in, copy and paste your website, or if you have a website for your business, copy and paste the URL, or it can be your Facebook business page. Just make sure you copy the entire URL properly. And I'm gonna use our website RDI decals. And then finally, here you can get a preview before you download your file on how the file is gonna look like, and that's how it's gonna show on the customers once he downloads his file when you send the artwork. And now we're gonna download. Now let's check it out. Let's check out the original file that you're gonna send to your customer, and this is the one. And see that it says need more services. I misspelled, I'm sorry. I was so excited to show you. No worries, you can create a new file. And this is what the customer is gonna see, and they can click on the button. So if they're curious to see more of your services, they can click and it will take them to your store, which in this occasion is our website or your website. So yeah, this is how simple this tool works. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, it will be available for all of our members pretty soon. Thank you. We will see you guys again on the next episode.